Okay, 12631. This is Chess and Wine here. It is Saturday, November 13th, 2010. Obviously, you're looking at the PPT blog page. Okay, this is the main page when you log into the PPT. And I want to talk about something that's really good to do on the weekends, especially. Let's go right. We'll click on PPT Tools. Okay, and then you can go right to the overbought, oversold list here, and you can see which where the and again we've had about a week of kind of pulling in here on the broad indices. Let's see which names are oversold from a hybrid perspective. And I've already had the opportunity to screen through many of these and go through the historical accuracy according to the PPT. And one name that really sticks out to me is Garmin. And I know Garmin, they make these GPS navigational devices. That's what they specialize in. I know they must seem at this point, as we're coming into the year 2011, they must seem like a dinosaur. Like it's so, Garmin is so 2006, 2007, because GPS has become so ubiquitous and so widespread, and so many different companies have their hands in it. For example, if you have a cell phone that's worth its salt. I mean, as long as your cell phone doesn't look like the size of a payphone, you're probably going to be able to get a GPS system on there for a relatively cheap price. So my point is that, that's why I think you'll see, as I scroll down to the bottom PPT page here, the short float of Garmin, is at least 15%. You're always going to have a pretty healthy short position in a name like Garmin, because you have so many people doubting basically the kind of the cycle of the brand and the firm. In other words, the firm is dealing with so much saturation in its respective markets in terms of GPS devices. So that's the fundamental story. That's probably why you're seeing a lot of shorts in there. But what I want to talk to you about is the PPT flagged it as hybrid oversold here on Friday. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go a couple steps further here, not just in the PPT, but with 12631. Now, again, we're not going to go for the normal historical archive. We're going to go for the overbought, oversold extreme score accuracy archive for Garmin. Again, because this is an extreme hybrid score. So let's click on it. And as you can see here, off to the right-hand side of my screen, the far right, when it's flagged hybrid oversold, we've had 6 instances, 6 times. Now, that's not the most in the world. However, it's a reasonable amount of times where we can kind of gauge how accurate the PPT is with this particular issue. And what really sticks out to me is 5 days out and 7 days out after the oversold reading. So you're talking about, you'd be talking about Friday, November 19th, and, the following Monday, the 22nd there. You'd be, 5 to 7 trading days out, Tuesday, the 23rd, 5 to 7 days out. 5 of those 6 times that is flagged oversold, or just over 83 and third percent there, Garmin has been up. So the PPT has worked 5 out of those 6 times. In other words, when it's flagged hybrid oversold, 5 to 7 days out, that's a pretty nice swing trade time frame there. Garmin has been up, and it's been up at least 3%. Now, I would suspect if you took out that one time Garmin was down, you'd have an even bigger number than an average return of 3%. So I think that's pretty promising right there. Again, 6 times, 6 signals, not the most in the world, but what's really impressive, 5 out of those 6 times, the PPT is really accurate. Now let's go to the chart here, and you can see here, this nasty red candle was Wednesday, November 3rd, earnings report. Okay, so we had a real volatile, nasty day, high volume affair. And ever since then, Garmin has been in this kind of falling wedge pattern. You can see it's settled into this kind of orderly selling pattern. As you can see on the bottom of my screen, the selling volume is decreasing each day. And on Friday, kind of put in a relatively stable day here. So what the PPT is saying is that this is overdone here. And I want to zoom out here and show you that Garmin made a nice bottom here in August, had a spectacular run from about 27 up to 35. So it's natural to pull in here. And the PPT is saying that this kind of give back is over. This retrace is over. And we're going to make indeed a higher low here. And it makes sense from a weekly time frame. You can see here, that's the 2008 crash, excuse me. But Garmin, you can see this pink line here, the prior resistance here, just turning into current support. And the idea is that we're going to make a higher low here now.